living in southern Michigan, we could never use rifles. They just legalized this a couple years ago. This is the 450 Bushmaster. I did a video I'll put up in the corner. This is the 44 mag. I've got an green dot sight on it. And when I'm hunting those really brushy areas where I only can see 20 yards anyway, during gun season, yeah, you bet. GoPro on the hat and this 44 mag. So I wanted to talk about how I stay warm on stand. You know, I can tell you I honestly never get cold. And you know, in Michigan, there's not a lot of states where it gets much colder than us. I mean, we deal with some pretty cold temps. Moisture wicking is this black, stretchy material. Sometimes it comes in gray or whatever, but what it does is you can sweat and it breathes and it actually evaporates. Some moisture wicking long johns. Our pants are gonna be a flannel lined camo jeans. This is a Cabela's zip up green sweater. These are heat up sweats. The button is right at the top of the sweats and the cord to the battery is right in the pocket. My favorite thing about these is it's got a heated bottom. So every time you go to sit down on the stand, it's like you have a heated seat from a car. So we're gonna swap out the flannel lined jeans for the sweats. These are two of the most important components. This is what keeps your core warm when it's 20 degrees. This is a game changer. Okay, so here's our heated vest. Some of this stuff still has like grass and hay on it for my trip. Now, same thing, battery goes in the pocket. You got a plug for the battery. Now, if you're a big guy, these vests, they actually have zip out sections for the side to make this even bigger, make the back extends even bigger. Turn the battery on and then hit the buttons to activate what temperature. So what's cool about this vest is it has upper heaters, lower heaters, back heaters, neck heater, even has a heater in this neck. So I lay my head back on the tree. Oh my God, is that nice. So it's click the battery in the pocket, that activates the battery to power the vest. Super simple though, it's just 1, 2. The vest has about 5 different settings. It's color coordinated. Red is highest power. I think white is medium high. Boy, it's green, yellow, blue. So as far as socks go, we just use a wool sock for early season. But when it comes to cold weather, we're gonna use the heat holder socks. These socks are really thick and soft. It almost feels like rabbit fur on the inside. But one thing I recommend is do not get these socks that have this grip. In our storefront, we used to have these socks. I purchased these socks. I since have taken these socks out of our storefront because when you go to put this on in a rubber boot or a neoprene boot, it sticks and you have to struggle to get it in. So this is mostly probably for like cold tile floors or something like that. Definitely not a hunting boot, so stay away from that. So now the heat holders that we have in our storefront is down below if you want to check that out. It does not have that. It slips into the boot easy. Bibs. Thick winter bibs, just like you're going sledding or something like that. You want big, thick bibs. This is the lower end stuff. You're gonna spend at least $80 for bibs, $80 for a jacket. And you're talking a winter jacket that just feels almost like a pillow when you go to put it on. Now this isn't the thickest jacket in the world, but it is a winter jacket and it's important to start there. These boot covers, they zip up in the back, you slip your boot in. This is going to wrap up your boot like a blanket around your boot to keep the wind off, and it keeps your boot from getting that cold rubber that just gives you that toe numbing, pressure crushing feeling that just ruins your sit. And one more thing for your foot that completely changes everything. Dr. Warm heated insoles. These things have your typical FireWire plug-in. They charge up. They have a remote control that you sync them to, and that's going to go in your neoprene boot. You're going to want to pull that little liner insole that comes with your boot because this does have a little thickness to it, and you want to give that, you don't want to be too tight on the top, the instep of your foot. So pull that insole out, slip these in, and activate. All you have to do to sync this is click these on, turn the insoles on, click the remote, and it turns them off and on, and now they're synced. And usually what I do is I either click them onto low as soon as I head out, or as soon as I get out there, I'll click them onto high. Once I feel it, I'll click it back to low. Low lasts for 6 hours, medium for 4 hours, and high I think for 2.5 hours. So it's just, what an amazing tool. Because the problem with the hot hands and the toe warmers is they're oxygen activated. And when they're oxygen activated, they're not going to work for a long time in a boot that doesn't have any oxygen. So what happens, you've pulled them out, you get back to camp, and then they start heating up again. And that's not effective. So this is the way to go when you're wearing rubber boots. A hand warmer. They come in tons of different camos. This one is the Real Tree Advantage that matches our camo. We also have another Mossy Oak one that matches our scent-free stuff. Because in the early season, we're wearing our carbon-lined, scent-free jacket, which is thin, that goes over our regular stuff. I love ScentLock thin gloves. Jersey gloves. Jersey gloves are your typical outdoor work glove. You get, I think it's 6 pairs for 13 bucks. I mean, it is such a good deal. And what I do is I wear 1 pair early season, I'll double up and I'll wear 2 pair in the wintertime. We're always gonna dress accordingly because you can't wear this, you can't just buy winter stuff and try to hunt early season. You would roast. You would roast. It would just be a sweaty, swampy mess. You're gonna stink like Sasquatch out there and it would be no good. That hand warmer works so good. It's so effective that I don't even use hot hands anymore. But I still pack them, and the hot hands pack always is in my bag because of one reason. That's if I have my hand out and I'm holding onto my cold bow or my rifle, that steel doesn't take long to freeze your hand. And if you've sat out there and watched a buck, or you've just harvested or shot a buck that walked by and it took you a few minutes where your hands were out and exposed, that's all it takes for them to get so stiff that it hurts to even use them. So you stick them back in that hand warmer and it's taking 15-20 minutes before they start to get the circulation back. So that, when it comes to those situations, that's when I rip open the hot hands and I'll stick the hot hands in the hand warmer. But in most cases, 90% of the time, that hand warmer, I mean, I don't even have to put gloves on, it works so good. I mean, it's just like a blanket for your hands. So my mask is a regular ScentLock, just a regular thin ScentLock mask. Over it, I have a fleece mask. So now I have 2 layers. And then under that is my wool short-billed hat. Sometimes I'll wear a leafy cover over that. Depends on what kind of tree I'm in. I'm not gonna wear it if there's no leaves on the tree, because then I'll just stick out. But the vest comes with a battery pack. The pants, you'll need to buy a power bank, which is only an extra 10 bucks. And it comes with your typical power bank that charges your phone, or even a GoPro or any of that. Just your typical power bank that has a USB and a FireWire. So, or is FireWire right? I hope this video helps you guys stay on stand and kill that big buck you've always wanted to kill. You know, a lot of them roam around in the afternoon. A lot of afternoon movement. And it's important that you stay out there longer than the average hunter, because you're gonna have the opportunity to be out there when they're pushing the deer around, coming in and coming out of the woods. Maybe you're able to go in there with some snacks, sit for a good 4, 5, 6 hours, because I mean, that's usually with this stuff. In most cases, I'm leaving because there's 0 movement. I'll sit from 6 in the morning till 12, just depends on it, but I'm sitting for a good amount of time, and I'm never, ever getting too cold. So I hope this system helps you. Thanks for watching. Please leave your comments or questions below, and I'll get back to you. All these products will be linked down in the description. They're the exact same price as they are in Amazon or any other website. They're totally free, but if you use those links, you're actually helping this channel. So thank you so much for doing that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.